out in the rain. Can't tell if it's a kid. Can't tell if it's a boy or girl from here. Anyway, my eyesight. So now I need to just head back. Just today, just going to finish up preparing it to fit the AI model, and use it. Alright, so now when I'm testing it, what I have to do is, number one, you have to always first check that it's a current customer. If not, you have to create the customer, then you create the invoice, send the invoice, then you send an email confirmation. And no storing of credit card information. If they can do it by telephone, that's a human input. So if they want to store the credit card details, we will they'll just call them, confirm the details, then enter them. That's it. And that can be done by an outsourced person. It doesn't have to be, but as long as that is done by that is the human part. And the other one is invoices. They can be automatically sent, or they can be held for review and then sent, and that can be left up to the client can decide for themselves which way to go with that. And after they make payment and they make a booking, within the actual Google Calendar booking can be the link to the invoice as well, but email is good. It's a standardized process. People, if you put it in a calendar booking, it's not necessarily something that people are used to. It's normally sent as an email, but you can always put it in there, but also still send that email. So it's basically people will get an email and a calendar invite with both having links to the invoice. Yeah, I think that's good. It's like a double confirmation, but it's not a stressful thing, because I suppose both of them come through email, right? At the same time. So they're going to open their email and then go, oh, there's the invoice there, and here's the calendar confirmation. Oh, that's also got the invoice link, okay. Oh, the rain again. Just imagine how many companies can use this. Like, do you have products for sale? Yes. Do you want to sell them 24/7? Yes. Do you want to be able to accept payments immediately? Yes. Do you have services for sale? Yes. Do you have some pretty standard shipping rates? Yes. We can calculate that thing. It's a lot. Do you want to make appointments? Do you want people to pay? You make a, do you have a service fee? Or, what is it called, co-payment with some clinics, $60, $80 or something. You want to send them an invoice and the appointment form. Yep. And it's so easy to check if they've paid. The business will just get a simple link to the invoice, be able to see if it's paid. The business it'll show up on their accounting software, but it also it'll show up on Stripe. So businesses will have access to their Stripe as well, so they'll be able to go in and check. It's a pretty easy process, but the main point is that you don't have a high physical labor input in regards to product descriptions, registering customers, getting orders, just trying to get the sale. That's AI can do all of that. The goal of the business is to then, with maybe the staff can spend more time on developing the next business service, or on more of the technical side of things, like edits, cancellations, there's but I find that like a lot of businesses want to be more efficient, and it's not to save money, but just to ease the workload. But I think that there's still a very big hesitation in doing anything, because the one thing that I think psychologically a lot of people go through is, if something is working as it is now, it's not losing money, but it's definitely inefficient, and it's a very slow and lethargic process. You stick to it because it's easy. And it doesn't require any new knowledge or learning. Just follow the old process. And when something new like this comes along, it's like, this is just, we're not interested because it's just too much. But if it was implemented, they're like, wow, we're saving a lot. But also you have to then make sure that the businesses understand, use this in your Google business profile, use the link on your website. And in Australia, the productivity is low because this stuff isn't implemented early on. Adoption is late. But if people did, there would be a massive benefit, and the learning curve would be easier. And then when a new competitor comes in who is already using all the latest technology, if you're already using it and learning how to use it, you can still compete. But if you come too late, then it's like, well, what do I do now? We're back to hiring another person. We're hiring 3 new people, which means that we're now not very efficient. Singapore's good at really picking up. Even Thailand, they pick this stuff up faster than Australia. US, of course, picks it up pretty fast. So it's definitely worth something to invest your time in. But there's still a lot of people that just stick to using the old focus, and it's just a little bit it becomes a little bit more you need to stay on top of things. You know, I know it's very hard in Australia to start a small business too, because if you keep employing people right at the start, you got to build up the business. At least this way, you might just pay it may just cost 1/3 of an employee, but then when when the business starting to churn that money, then you hire somebody. You don't hire somebody in the hope. But it's one of those funny things. This new technology can save you 30% of your time per day. Oh, what do I have to learn? Check one website every 3 hours. Nah, I'm not going to do that. That's the breakdown, you know. But they'll be happy to go the manual way. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, a lot of the appointment bots now are simply appointment. This one, you actually can pay. You can create customer, profiles and files. It's just a lot of, it's a lot of work to do, and it's mentally, it's intellectually very demanding stuff. Then again, I find it interesting. And now there's 2 invoices that I made that have similar sets of data, and now I have to compare the two and work out how we'll actually do it. And run it tomorrow or the day after. Because every single time I have to run the test stuff, it costs me money, and I'm just, well, what's that? Is that no, it's a branch. Jeez, I thought it looked like a snake. But it's just, it's interesting, but it's exhausting. And just to let you know, like, even the AI was making a mistake. It was confusing a memo note with the header, which was interesting because now I have to basically program it so it doesn't confuse the two, and write some very hard instructions. Whoa, let's turn around here. I'm getting time for shower and get to it. Beautiful weather, beautiful weather. All right. What do we do before I turn my? Put that up there. We're all good there. Everything's right. All right. Let's go in and freshen up.